Love is a motherfucker, boys. It'll find us all. It'll hurt us all. God damn it. It's the only thing that'll save us all.
Another year, another February. And you know what that means. Basically, a whole half of the month being spent on obsessing over the best holiday ever. Say it with me now.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah!
Woo!
Ah, yes. The spirit of love is truly in the air. And also the sound of the money counter as big corporations collect the money that you spent on overpriced life-size teddy bears and roses that are likely gonna die by next week. Am I being pessimistic? Maybe. Could it be because I'm single this Valentine's Day? Let's not talk about that.
One thing I've noticed about this holiday is that as much as people claim it's about gift giving and love and whatever the fuck else, it really doesn't feel that way. Whether it be the huge weight of expectation felt by people in relationships or the FOMO felt by single people, it feels like presentation is actually being valued over true affection. It almost feels as if everything is a performance. Comparison is basically the norm when it comes to living in today's era of the internet. And that's why you get pissed off and sad every time you see the newest TikTok trend between couples knowing that you can't participate. Social media does a great job of showing single people what they don't have and people in relationships what they think they should look like.
You'll tend to feel that if your relationship doesn't look a certain way, or if you don't have a certain type of person as your partner, then you're somehow missing out. Kanye was really cooking when he said,
Instagram got your. You ain't got your Instagram got all y'all. Cause they gonna do it for the gram before they do it to you. They gonna send a picture to the gram before they send it to you.
a lot of people want to look the part but bypass the actual commitment and effort that it takes. Aesthetic is now valued over experience.
It's so funny how it's common nowadays that when you take a girl out to eat, the food will come and then she'll be like, no,
Don't touch it. I gotta take a picture and post it on my story.
You could prepare a wholesome Valentine's Day picnic just for the two of you, and it'll all be good until one of you opens Instagram. Suddenly, what was supposed to be a moment of intimacy turns into a competition between you and complete strangers.
some dude you saw might have gotten this girl bigger flowers. They might have went to a fancy restaurant. He might have delivered her gifts in a black truck while you could barely afford the Uber to see yours. Another dude might have gotten his girl a giant bouquet of roses while you got your flowers off discount at the grocery store. I'm not judging you.
But do you see my point? Once the comparisons start, they'll never end. Whole time behind the scenes, the couples you're comparing yourself to are just as flawed and go through the same problems as you or worse. But obviously that's not what they're gonna promote online. Now you're dissatisfied because you let other people dictate what love in your relationship should look like. One of you now feels like you didn't receive enough and the other feels like they should have done more. Because we've built up a culture where I feel like the man is supposed to do everything for his partner without expecting anything in return, most of the time it feels like we're doing it out of obligation than an actual desire to. Which is why I think that all the grandiose gift giving comes off as shallow to me.
But let's just say you're not even expecting to give nor receive anything for Valentine's Day. Chances are you could still be affected by it.
Love me, love me, love me.
I don't know if it's just me, but social media sometimes sets the bar so high that it genuinely has me thinking, you know what, maybe I'm not cut out for this. Maybe this relationship thing is not for me. I do not have the pockets nor the mental capacity to handle all this. I'm not ready. I think that because of this feeling of inadequacy, people tend to fall into one of two sides of the spectrum. You either become a guy or girl who loses all hope in finding a partner, or the person who tries to fill that void through shallow and casual relationship. You know, rosters, detachment, whole phase, you've probably heard it all.
And if you're this type of person, then honestly, I don't blame you. Because what's the point of trying to please someone who probably likes the approval of others more than they like you?
Why put your heart into doing all these things when it's only gonna be met with, as he should? Or being told that your efforts aren't good enough and that if you wanted to, you would. Why waste my time if my efforts are being treated like a checklist instead of being appreciated for the genuine acts of love that they are? Being exposed to stuff like this would obviously make one think that you can do every single thing right, but it still won't be enough. But honestly, I choose not to think like that.
Hey, Keisha?
Yeah?
As much as there are people out there in the world who only care about what others think or only give out love if it's to manipulate you, I choose to think that there are just as much people who are genuine and have no ill intent. It might sound overly optimistic or even gullible to some, but I truly do believe that. Like I've reiterated multiple times in this video, I think that the need for performance kills how love actually happens in real life. You don't just wake up one day and decide, you know what? I feel like finding the one today. It just kind of happens. But because it's not packaged in a way that appeals to your imagination, certain people ignore it when it actually comes their way, and they only regret after when they realize what they lost.
I think that true love happens in the most random ways, and it won't happen exactly how you imagined it or how you saw it on social media.
I am sure that you, me, and everyone else yearn for that perfect love story. That moment when you and her lock eyes and it seems like the beginning of a story that's bound to last forever. But unfortunately, this is not the movies. We are real people with real thoughts and feelings. Sometimes you may meet a person who doesn't give love in a way that you're used to. That doesn't mean that they love you any less. Sometimes a relationship won't be glamorous or aesthetic enough to post on social media. And that's okay. Love between you and another does not need an audience. So if you constantly put pressure on yourself to look like you're in the perfect relationship to complete strangers, or you're specifically yearning for someone to be in your life just so you could portray that image, then I hate to break it to you, but you'll never be satisfied because you're in it for the wrong reasons. True love has some wabi-sabi to it. And if you're one of those people that have lost hope because you're afraid of giving your love to someone who's shallow and might break your heart, I think that one of the biggest strengths you can have in this generation is being able to love in a world that tells you not to. Being able to have the guts to put aside all your fears and preconceived notions, all for the hope that this person won't hurt you. But obviously that doesn't mean you should act completely oblivious. You can be loving and not stupid. You should be willing to give your love out openly and just as willing to leave if you feel manipulated, unappreciated, or that your efforts aren't being reciprocated. Oh, that rhymed. Oh! I think the best thing that everyone could do for themselves is not to allow anyone to influence how they think love should look like. Only you know how you want to give and or receive it. And if you like to be loved in a certain way, then that is for you and your person to discuss. And if they truly understand who you are and you're both on the same page, then they'll be able to recognize that your efforts, no matter how big or small, are coming from a real place.
It may not be perfect for the gram, but was it perfect for you? Throw all the stuff you've seen on TikTok aside and really ask yourself if that act of affection was meaningful to you. And if it was, then that's all that matters.
But I guess that's all I had to say in this video. Comment down below what you have planned for this Valentine's Day, because like obviously like your boy has stuff like lined up for himself. Obviously, like I'm doing something. I have Valentine, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to know like what y'all you know have going on, because I already got my
What was the point of this video again? I don't know, man. Just like and subscribe.
Which understandably raises the question, is there an amount of Viagra a woman could take to where she would at least see signs of growing a cock?